as you may or may not be aware, the government itself has begun the process of reviewing a compulsory curriculum that will be handed down to schools. This enforcement of this curriculum is bad news for everybody because this government is unable to disentangle itself from the cult of critical social justice. So I thought it might pay for us to have a look at just one of the people that is involved in this decolonizing the curriculum project. And that's what we're going to do this morning. You can see there on the screen, we've already got the name of the individual there, which is Funmilola Stewart. And what I've got is a number of tweets from that individual, and I will leave you to make up your mind whether or not we have an issue. This is for your consideration. I believe they are indoctrinating your children to hate, and this is really about the dangers of critical race theory. Once again, we're beset by utter lunatics in the education sector, obsessed with decolonizing grievance mining and the anti-racism arm of the cult of critical social justice. So just as an example here, Funmilola Stewart is looking for secondary school teachers to participate in a research project in January the 25th, surrounding racism and safeguarding. You can see there, if you look on the screen, I can zoom in. Let's do that. You can see there that this will involve an online questionnaire, and it is about professional development surrounding racism, student educating surrounding racism, and the safeguarding of students in English secondary schools. So I don't know what the hell that's about, but it's essentially saying that any form of racism is a safeguarding issue alongside something such as sexual abuse or physical abuse of the individual. Being a racist is not necessarily an issue that should be dealt with by the safeguarding team. It's often an issue of education or simple misunderstanding. So we have to be careful about that one. How do we do that? So then we've got in-school training on race, literacy and racist incidents within school, accountability for reporting racist incidents in schools, individual experiences, by which they mean lived experience, and an optional follow-up interview to provide a chance to expand on your experiences, which is essentially, give me the grievance and I'll use it. That's what I think. I could be wrong, mind. So let's keep going down. What else have we got? Well, here we go. Here she is again, Funny Stewart, involved in the Race, Equity and Social Justice Conference with the Race Institute. Equity. She's an equity pusher. You know and I know, we've been through this a dozen times, what equity is. Reimagining, it says, and insights into connecting education and health equity in the digital age. So now it's gone beyond race, and it's also about health equity in the digital age. So this is about how they're bringing their critical social justice across the board. I mean, I can't look at that smug bloke. Right, I'm sorry, just look at him. What a smug bloke. Then we've got Funmilola here in October the 9th, 2020. Spotlights are opening amazing conversation with students, the BHM. We spoke in detail about Stephen Lawrence, his family, and their legacy on Wednesday. And now Year 11 have come to me with requests. The Central Park 5, and next week they have asked to explore Black trans rights. Is it me or does anybody not get it yet? That this is all about critical race theory. It's all about queer and trans, as BLM said at the beginning. It's all under critical social justice, and she's just another example of it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Next, we've got some highlights of our work. I've been working with staff not only to recognise our privileges, there you go, but to utilise them to make changes for others, transforming our curriculum to move away from Eurocentrism, conducting student and parent voice as a reminder that these are the people at the centre. What is she talking about? She's talking about decolonising. That was in December the 16th, 2022. So in other words, lived experience again and perceptions are crucial for making this count, leading our anti-racism. Anti-racism is a totalitarian belief system, and she's a supporter of it. And this is the person that's going to be telling teachers what to teach your kids. Parents, you need to speak up. It's parent power that's going to stop this. Get the kids out of the schools. Home teach. That's my honest advice right now. We're leading our anti-racism cross-cutting team. Cross-cutting team is the application of the critical social justice template across any given field. Now, the warrior teachers will know this well, which is why this is under the warrior teacher banner. There is no way to describe it other than a template of grievance, which they bring to whatever it is they are attempting to overtake or disrupt and place on top. Here she is admitting it. They are crucial for making this count in everything we do, leading our anti-racism cross-cutting team, which means interdisciplinary. So they go from history to geography, from the medical world to the business world. They will lay over their template, disrupt and destroy everything they touch. This is the essence of woke that she's talking about here. She says safeguarding and anti-racism are inextricable. It's absolutely vital that they link anti-racism to safeguarding, because safeguarding is a legal framework. If they manage to do that, then anti-racism will become safeguarding. Again, they place the template over anti-racism, over safeguarding. Do you see how this works? This is what we teach the warrior teachers to deal with. I hope this reaches others with similar experiences and emotions, as well as organisations that have not yet placed anti-racism at the centre of their practice. If there is one New Year's resolution that you should commit to, this is it. So she's asking all organisations, whatever they may be, to be anti-racist foremost. It's pure cult speak. Reading through comments from December 2020, this is interesting. Reading through comments on Millwall fans booing when players took the knee, they're exactly as you would expect. What does that mean? Lots of our students like football, and even more of them use social media. If we can see the racism, they can see it too. This is one of the many reasons why anti-racism must be a school priority. That was in 2020. A school priority, anti-racism. So inculcating your children into the cult must be a school priority, and she's now helping design the curriculum. Absolutely astounding. Heartbreaking to imagine children reading this bile online. So in other words, people that objected to BLM, like me, who think it's a disgusting queer and trans nonsense, and essentially Marxism and communism, which they've actually admitted to, she's now saying, heartbreaking to imagine children reading this bile online. If you go against her narrative, it's bile. Your children would. So what they're saying is that questioning her belief system means that you are in effect teaching children to internalize what she would see as a very distinct form of bile, of vile thinking. She's dangerous. Sure, she says, parents can discuss racism with their children, but it doesn't have the same level of formality as it would if addressed within school. What she's saying is that we need to keep the children away from the parents, and the school must be the arbiter of all things. This is pure queer theory, pure gender identity ideology, pure critical race theory, pure Black Lives Matter. That's what this is. She is a member of the cult. Prove me wrong. I'm more than happy to be proved wrong. I asked that question. Is she a member of the cult? It says here, makes me think of bonfire night. Sure, use anything. Every November, schools reinforce safety messages to students because we are aware of the risk caused by fireworks. Why aren't the same national precautions taken when students are increasingly at risk of being exposed to racial hatred online? By racial hatred, she means criticising Black Lives Matter. She means criticising a cult. She means criticising critical social justice. That's what she means. Right, so there's just an excerpt of the sort of thing that we talk about, discuss, and utilise to help us move forward on the winning mindset. I hope you'll consider coming and joining us. We're starting in September. I just thought you might find this interesting. There's more on the Substack for paid subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. I don't know what to tell you. The whole thing's a damn disgrace. Get this woman off of this project immediately. Thanks very much, folks. I'll see you later.